This week, Abby and I talk about our Super Bowl parties. I attended the Daytona 500. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce get some flack for attending a roadside zoo. We have some very interesting would you rathers and finish the episode off with best places to live and my thoughts on why anyone would choose Seattle. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Getting back into it.
Tell me what you did for Super Bowl.
Oh, I had a party.
Was it a good party?
It was really good. It was really fun. I made a giant charcuterie board. Did you see that?
Saw that. Mm-hmm.
First of all, that was my first time making a big charcuterie board like that. So I was really nervous. I definitely got more than I needed.
Yeah.
But second of all, I didn't know how impressive it was for people to make like a big charcuterie board. It was like the most complicated, it was the easiest thing, but the most, what's the word I'm trying to say? Complimented?
Plaques?
Like people gave me like a lot of compliments. What am I trying to say?
That's it.
Is that right? It sounds right. Anyway, people were telling me all night how much they love the charcuterie board, and everyone was asking me where I got it from. I'm like, I made it, but
I got it from
I didn't
Abby's
know.
house.
Yeah, I didn't know it was such like an impressive thing to be able to do.
It's an art form.
If it's an art form, that makes me really happy because I feel like I'm creative in some ways and not in others, and I like would love to be a creative artist. So I'll take that.
Yeah, I love making charcuterie boards. I think they are so much fun, and I go overboard as well. And always buy way too much also, but they definitely are super cool. They're perfect. They are the perfect snack at any party. It takes some time, but I love them.
I did like a sweet one too. I did like chocolate covered strawberries and candies and stuff on it. I know. So we had a good savory one and then a sweet one. Yeah, you should have. Where were you?
My Super Bowl, I sat in front of my PC. I talked with some of the boys on Discord as we watched the game.
You didn't even. You did watch the game.
I watched it, yeah, but it was also crazy because like I ordered wings, like a good while before the game started. I think I ordered them at like 3:00. Considering I'm like, all right, it'll take 25 minutes. By the time I get home, the game should be starting right around 4. Ordered them, showed up, walked inside, and that place was freaking so packed and out of control. And like, I thought it was packed because of like them eating and watching the game. No, everybody was getting to-go orders.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
Guess how long it took for me to get my wings?
An hour?
Longer.
No way.
Yep. I walked out of there at like 4:45 and I ordered them at 3 and I got there at 3:30. So I sat there for about an hour and 15 minutes before I left. I was watching part of the game, but they were like super apologetic to everybody and like saying sorry. But I'm like, you can't be like that upset because your restaurant is only so big. You only have so many fryers and the whole entire city decided to like order wings from you. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I stayed here. I didn't actually go do anything and watched on Discord, so it wasn't very exciting. But it was nice to just chill. And what a game! Holy crap!
That was crazy. I played squares for the first time.
Did you win any?
No, I almost did. You know what was so stupid? The time that I like had my name up was when it was like I had 9 and 9, so it was the tie. So they had to do like someone had to win, and I was like, this is so stupid. I like lost like money. I was so excited that I actually like had my name on the square, and then it was the tie part. So I was like, okay, well,
yeah, I don't think I've ever won a square before, but I love playing them for sure.
It was fun. It was fun to play, yeah.
How many people came over?
Probably like 30, I want to say.
Holy crap. That's a big party.
Yeah, we had a lot of people here. Yeah, Alex decided it last minute. I'm like, do you like football, and he just wanted to gamble. Was all. That's all. He just wanted
Yeah.
to
I mean, it's fun to
place
get
bets
together,
and
whether you're
do.
into football or not. Like, see people do
It
all
was
the
fun.
things. Yeah, it's regardless. Where did everybody park at?
Oh, I mean, well, it was Sunday, so that whole street
The
is empty.
businesses were empty. Okay, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, Super Bowl was good. What about this last weekend? Do anything exciting or?
I'm like, well, I don't even. I've been blacked out for like 2 weeks straight. Not really from alcohol, just black. Like, I feel like I've been
Yeah,
working so much. I'm just like so out of it. Like that's been
working
such a
lives.
blur. Yeah, I think I just was with friends and went to just try to get outside and not be, I don't know, just at home. So I was just
Yeah, I love that.
went
Um,
hiking and whatever. But yeah, but your weekend is the crazy one.
oh, I didn't even tell you what time I was going to bed.
Because you probably knew I'd be so disappointed.
Oh, man. Yeah, so for anybody, we're going to make this short. There is a very long story that goes to this that I talked to Abby about. Um, but it could literally probably be its own episode, I would say. Um, but I went to NASCAR, the Daytona
Hold
500.
on. Please hold. I need to tell Alex.
Tell him what? Is the cat
Sorry,
being
it's just
crazy?
like I don't want to get up. Yeah, but she has a hair tie and she's gonna eat it. So I just texted him
Is
to
she
get up.
doing her dumb
Yeah,
face while
to say
she's
bye.
eating it? Like
She's just being
like how cats chew on stuff?
yeah, she's being a psychopath. But I didn't want to be. Okay, there it is. I didn't want to be on my phone while you're telling the story.
Oh.
Anyway, go on.
Um, yes. So the Daytona 500, which runs Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. And so the forecast called for rain Saturday and Sunday night. So they ended up moving the races. How it goes is the first night are the trucks. Okay. I'll kind of explain this for a little bit for people that don't understand.
I don't know anything, so
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah, so you have the trucks, which race the first night, and those are like a lot of younger kids, like 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. There's some older guys in there too, but essentially they're wild, right? Like they're trying to get into it. That's kind of how you start out, essentially, to like work your way up into these series and get to like the big boys. But they're crazy,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think they wrecked probably 15 times, like massive wrecks. And then
Jesus.
yeah, it was nuts. It took forever. The race did. Well, because of the race on Saturday, them pretty much being sure that it was going to get rained out. It's called the ARCA race, which is like another step up as you get closer, but they're cars, and so they decided to move that one after the truck race on Friday. So right after that truck race ended, the ARCA race started, and they wrecked a ton of times. So literally, we got to the event at 6 p.m. We left at like 1:45 in the morning. By the time both races were done on Friday,
That's insane.
yeah, it was a lot of wrecks. It was crazy, a lot of fun though. Then really we had Saturday and Sunday to chill because they were going to move the Xfinity race, which is like you're thinking of like AAA baseball before you go into the majors. That's kind of like what the Xfinity race is, and then you get to the
Mm-hmm.
Daytona 500 and the heavy hitters and all that on Sunday. Well, so Saturday and Sunday, because of the rain, pretty much hung out. We had like a lot of food, didn't really do much. I did do a lot of live streaming, which were some crazy streams both those nights. But I was out in the rain a lot. I was running, I was screaming through this like
Jesus
Our
Christ.
VRBO was like condominiums everywhere. And so I'm
That's
sure there were
fun.
people, yeah, they were probably like, look at this crazy psychopath running around at 3 o'clock in the morning in the rain, screaming at himself. So, yeah, I did that. And then Monday was the actual Daytona 500, which went and saw, did like some live streaming there. People loved it. And then came back Tuesday. And that's when on the plane I started feeling the sniffles. And I was like, oh no.
That is inevitable when you go to bed as late as you do, but then still wake up early. You are literally the worst when it comes to taking care of yourself. I don't think I've ever met anyone worse than you.
Sunday morning, I went to bed at 7 a.m.
That's stupid. So no, you didn't go to bed the night before then. You just took a nap the next day.
Yeah, until 10. So I got 3 hours.
That's so bad for you, Rado.
The night before that, it was like 4:35 in the morning, and then Monday it was like right away. So I went to bed at like 2 on Sunday night.
You going to bed at 7 a.m. or 4:45, like I was already passed out, got like 8 hours of sleep and up for the next 2 hours by like that's insane by 7 a.m. Also, yeah, 4:45, that's when I'm like waking up.
Yeah, I was going to bed when you were waking up.
That's dumb.
Hey, but you know what? I pulled it off.
Yeah, but you're sick.
Yeah, I think my immune system wasn't there, and so coming back, I probably being out in the rain too didn't help any. So
Probably.
yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, I definitely felt like crap
And then you don't
yesterday.
take any of your like vitamins or anything that you need to take to like stay
I know I
well.
do. I do take medicine. I don't take the vitamins. I need to take more vitamins. But I did order the stuff you sent me.
That's very nice. I was actually impressed and happy that you
I ordered it a
listened
minute
and did that.
right away.
I swear by that stuff.
Good.
I
I need
take
it.
that throughout the week. If anyone's sick around me, it's good.
I
I
need it.
know. If anyone like, Gloom is being a psychopath right now in
What's she
my
doing?
house.
Running.
She's running on her wheel. She's like just Bones is eating hair ties. Like Katie said in the chat that my face looked so interested. I'm like, no, that was like a face of stress because I'm like in the corner of my eyes seeing like Bones wrecking things. Like Bones is eating through a cord and a hair tie within the first 10 minutes of this, and then Gloom's on her wheel acting like a psychopath. Like I'm like trying to get someone to come to me to just like be chill on my lap, and they're just not
Like we're gonna cause havoc right
listening.
now.
Yeah, it's my life.
I just always think of like the way cats chew on things. They always like have one eyeball closed and one eyeball open. There was like doing that weird ass face.
Okay.
Was she doing that? She wasn't. She.
No, she doesn't make weird faces.
Oh,
She's
okay.
got a beautiful face.
I bet you she does. I bet you she does. So crazy trending topic, and this kind of goes back a little bit to the Super Bowl and the podcast. I knew this was going to get addressed one way or another, but essentially, as everybody saw at the Super Bowl, you know, Travis Kelce, he had a little yelling moment with the head
A
coach.
little.
Yeah. He got a little hot, obviously, bumped him a little bit. There was a lot of controversy. I think I saw every girl. No, I can't say every girl. I saw a lot of women that I know post on Facebook the old red flag for his behavior of
Oh,
yelling and
yeah.
so forth.
I mean, it's true.
Do you think it's a red flag?
I think, yeah, if you are yelling at someone you respect, I just don't think it's the way you treat someone you respect. I think it's a red flag.
So here's the thing. I think men saw it one way. Obviously, it wasn't the right thing to do. I think we all have those moments. I mean, Andy Reid, the head coach, even made comments about it. You know that like they go way back and stuff. And you know on the podcast on their podcast New Heights, Travis and Jason, his brother, talked about it, and he basically, you know, told Travis like, dude, that's not cool. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have pushed him. You know, and even Travis admitted like, dude, right away I felt bad. And Jason's even like, dude, not even just the pushing, like the yelling was even like overboard, you know. And you know, here's the thing: it was a little overboard. It was a little much, but most guys who have played football like that yelling comes from the head coach all the time. Like when you're getting in trouble, all the things that are happening, like the head coach is always in your face, like almost spitting in your face like a drill sergeant and doing those things. So it's like I feel like it's part of the game, and obviously he was upset, took it a little far, but at the end of the day, like it was a moment. Gotta forgive the guy. I don't know if it's a red flag because how I would talk to my football coach would not
I
be necessarily
mean,
how I would talk to like somebody I'm with or something.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a red flag, but I'm not saying that it puts everything else that I think is a green flag about him off. I just think it's a little bit of red flag if you can't control your emotions to the point when you're yelling at someone you respect.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
but
It was
yeah,
overboard.
I get it.
It definitely was
It's
overboard.
a little game. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just the
just a
Super
little
Bowl. It's
fun
a little
game.
game. It's just a little game.
Just
It's
a
just the
little
Super
game.
Bowl. Um, I kind of talked to you about it before, but yeah. So Andy Reid, when he mentioned that they go kind of like way back and stuff, and there's other things. So I don't know if anybody's ever watched or seen, essentially kind of how Travis made it to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, not the Super Bowl. We saw that part, but how he made it to the NFL. And his brother Jason, honestly, was the reason why. And what happened was Travis wasn't very good in college as far as like going to his classes, doing things he should be. He was kind of a little party boy. He was falling behind. He was getting in trouble. And he was like about to probably get kicked off the football team and stuff too. And basically, Jason, like they kind of came to a conclusion, like with the principal, the dean, Jason was like, he will come live with me in like my, I think they had an apartment at the time, and I will watch him. I will make sure he goes to class. I will make sure he does what he needs to, and he like freaking buckled down on his little brother, and basically was like, dude, you're gonna freaking graduate. You're gonna do the classes you need to. You're gonna go through, like disciplined him, basically like pushed him through football. And when the draft came, it's funny because Andy Reid actually called Jason Kelce and was like, "Am I going to make a mistake if I bring your brother Travis onto this team?" Because he kind of
Oh
like,
dang.
yeah, he kind of knew like the trouble that he was going through while he was playing college. And Jason was like, "Nah, he's straight as an arrow now," and brought him on, called him, "Hey, welcome to the Kansas City Chiefs." Drafted him, and
That's
now the
crazy.
rest is history. So yeah, so I mean,
Now
that
he's yelling at him in his face
yeah.
at the Super Bowl. That really made it even more of a red flag for me.
It's
Congratulations.
crazy. I just, I see so many people too that like talk about how now this is like a PR relationship and all these other things. I don't think it is at all.
I don't think it is, but I'm a big fan of their relationship. I don't think it's a PR thing. There's no way. Like Taylor does not have. First of all, Taylor doesn't need any more PR, and
Right.
she does not need like she doesn't have the time to be doing that.
Yeah.
You think she wants to like add another thing into her crazy life already? Like it has to be real if she does.
Yeah. I mean, they also talked about like her last boyfriend of 7 years, how like they were never in the media ever.
Mm,
And now she's so PDA'd about it and stuff. I'm
yeah.
like, she probably actually likes this guy. Like that's why. Like all
Yeah.
I've ever seen her date is like musicians. Like this dude's a
I'm
freaking
sorry. If she is going to XS nightclub in Las Vegas for a guy, 100% it's real. There is no way Taylor Swift would be walking into the Wynn casino to the nightclub for just anybody for like a stunt. That's
true.
insane.
True. I like this is the most we've probably seen Taylor Swift out in public in the last like few
Oh
months
yeah.
than like the last 5 years.
100%. Yeah. She's like fully in this. They're like two little lovebirds, which also I saw today that they're at the zoo together in Australia, I think it was. They got some shit for that.
Yeah, you were telling me about it. I didn't really get it, but everybody has an eye on you. No matter what you do, you can't do anything right. You know?
I know. I know she was at a zoo and PETA came after her, which I get. I don't I don't love zoos either. So I like that PETA said that she should have gone to an animal sanctuary because there's a difference between a sanctuary and a zoo. And I totally agree. So I was actually pretty surprised that she would do that.
Can I ask you a question that just popped in my head?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Mm-hmm.
you ever watch the Tiger King X Tips?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wasn't their stuff all like sanctuaries and stuff?
Well, no, that was what they call. Let me think of how it said. Is it like a roadside zoo or something? Or that was not an
Because here's
animal
what I'm saying: if they're
sanctuary. Even
saying
if
like
they
go to a
said
sanctuary, but here we have the Tiger King with his
no,
tiger sanctuary. What can I? Does chat know if they considered that a sanctuary or not?
I think they consider that a.
I mean, it was still zoo-ish. They
What do
bought
they
tickets,
call
did all the
it?
stuff. I'm really curious.
Oh, they call it. They call them roadside zoos.
Oh, okay. Roadside zoos,
Um,
so different.
yeah,
Okay, fair
yeah. It
enough.
says roadside zoos and animal sanctuaries. It all comes down to their care. The
Mm,
zoos often breed, buy, sell, trade, or even capture
that he was
animals
doing
from their
that.
natural habitats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
he was doing that.
it,
All right, so
yeah,
different.
that
So I
was
could see,
him.
I could see why then. You
Different.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. Go to a sanctuary. Stop supporting a zoo where they're probably whipping animals.
Yeah, which is crazy that Taylor Swift did that. But
Well, now she knows.
whatever. I guess
Now she
love
knows.
makes you do crazy things.
You still think they're going to get married and have little Kelsey babies?
I kind of think they will. I think they will.
Kelsey babies. I could see
We'll
it.
see.
I could
Uh,
see it.
Are you ready for the would you rather questions this week?
Yes, I'm ready. I've been prepping
They're
myself for
really
these.
it's really funny to me because I don't know if you guys remember, but the last episode I did would you rather questions, and I did ones according to questions that I liked and thought that would get people like more thinking and you know would answer and stuff. And then Rado was like, "These are so different than the ones I would have asked," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." So Rado, being his little sicky self today and being overworked, I was like, I'll handle the would you rather question. I'm going to handle it, whatever, just
She's
leave
great.
it. But I tried to make them, that was sweet, thank you. I tried to make them a little more ratified with the questions.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
so
The first one's really
Rado.
good.
Okay, well, so would you, I feel like you know this answer already. Would you rather be chased through a forest by a zombie or by a lion?
So here's the thing.
And chat, please let us know what you think. Anyone in the comments, let us know what you think for your questions. But let's
Have, have,
go.
have
What
you
is
ever
it, Rado?
seen Have you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
No.
Okay. There's a scene in there where this guy, his name is Dante, and he's basically a drug dealer, and he has a dog at one point. And then later on in the show, he has a pet lion. And they're like, dude, Dante, like, why did you get a lion, bro? And he's like, man, anybody can get past a dog, but nobody fucks with a lion, which is true. So here's what it comes down to. If the lion gets you, maybe you die, maybe you don't. But if you survive, it's okay. If a zombie gets you, you're turning into a zombie one way or another. Okay. However, I
Yeah.
could probably outrun a zombie over a lion. I feel like a lion would catch
You
my ass.
think that?
That I could outrun a zombie? Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen This Is Us? I don't think I could.
There's so many different
Those little,
zombies. Yeah.
those zombies are fast.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I guess it would depend on the zombie. Um, I'm gonna go with zombie though.
I'm going with lion. Are you kidding me?
You think, yeah, but how do you think you're gonna like those? That line's got to be so much faster than a zombie still.
First of all, lion, cat family. So that's my first thought process. Second of all, if I got eaten by a lion, I'd be like, you know what? It's the beautiful cycle of life. He needed
That's
food.
what would be going through
I
your
could
head as
provide
he's
that for
tearing your
him.
appendages apart.
He's a beautiful animal that deserves a life. So sure. Um, a zombie, no. You need to kill zombies, and I just don't think I could actually kill a zombie. I don't think I'm um
What if a
maybe
lion
capable. I don't know, maybe.
if a lion jumped on you or a zombie jumped on you, that zombie could be 150 pounds. That lion's going to be like 500 pounds. So like even if I got tackled or a zombie was on me, I could probably get it off of me, and I really only have to worry about its mouth, right? So I'm still sticking with zombie. I think I have a better chance of surviving. And
I'm
once
sticking with the lion.
you're getting
A
eaten,
lion deserves to live, not a zombie.
it's trying to eat you.
Well, sure. Like I'm gonna try my hardest to not get eaten, but like if I had to, in this situation, I don't know if I'm capable to take on either. So if I'm gonna like die by one, I'd rather it be the lion.
And the meanwhile, while it's separating your lower hip from your body, you'd be like, "Oh, this lion's going to get a delicious meal and be so happy." Hmm.
I mean, I'm definitely not gonna be thinking that for a zombie. So, um, the next one, I hate this one, but I for some reason was just like this feels like Grotto to me. Oh, speaking of lion,
Oh,
oh my
look at that thing!
god, we have a
Finally
little
done destroying the house.
princess here. Okay, do not talk to her that way. She's a perfect angel. Thank you.
You said she was
Hi.
just eating
Okay,
through your power
you got.
cord.
Oh, she's a crazy girl, but she's a perfect angel. Oh, we have purse. So, would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
I'm gonna take itchy. If I'm sticky, that would just drive me absolutely crazy. Like touching things,
Yeah.
doing stuff. Like I couldn't freaking stand it. Like imagine having to wipe your own ass and you'd like toilet paper stuck to your fingers. Like that would be
Okay.
horrible.
The first that's your first scenario situation. I
Yeah.
agree though with in general, I would rather probably be itchy than sticky, which is crazy because I feel like I get itchy because I have allergies and stuff. So, and I hate it so much, but like I'm gonna stick with the itchy.
Yeah, I don't want to be sticky. That's disgusting. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I hate the feeling of
You would
like
like have to
something
change
on
your
my
air filter in
hands.
your body just because of all the dust that would like stick to you everywhere you went.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
All right, well I'm glad we're on the same page with that one. Would you rather live in a world without music or a world without movies?
I'm gonna say world without movies. I mean, they're fun to watch and everything, but like, music can connect you way more to whatever emotion, other things than I think movies ever could. So if I was gonna have to live without, I would live without movies.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I could live without movies, but definitely not music.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, Katie in the chat said music videos. That is a hard one. I think we can't have music videos. We can have music, but not the
yeah,
videos.
yeah. Take all the videos. It's fine. It's fine. Um,
All right. Would you rather be on a dating show or a survival show?
okay, I want to know your opinion first on this one.
For me,
Yeah,
1,000,000% a dating show.
I
I
knew
do
it.
not like being
I knew it.
inconvenienced in the
I
slightest
knew
bit.
it.
I do not want to be on a survival show. I do not want to do I don't want to be outside in like a tent or something. I won't even probably have a tent. No. I don't want to be that's
I want
not
to I want
my
to
life.
ask chat what would be more funnier to watch, Abby in a dating show or in a survival show? What
Okay.
would you
Well, I
rather
think we'd
watch her
know which
in?
one would be funnier. I'd
I
be
would. I know you would be.
crying. I'd be crying the
Yeah,
entire time on a survival show.
you'd get so much
I
hate.
just,
You'd be like the
there's
first person
no
out.
way.
They'd be like, Abby's
Yeah,
got
I
to
mean, I
go.
don't even think there's no way I would even get myself involved in a survival show. I would have
Um,
to get paid like so much money to agree to that.
you know, I'm also going to say a dating show because, like,
Really?
listen, I've watched these survival shows, and depending on what it is, if it's like this one where they like leave you out in the middle of nowhere with like 10 items and you survive the winter, like I've seen it and I don't want to go through that. I don't have the mental fortitude to go deliver myself to the middle of nowhere and survive for 90 days. I don't want to do that.
That's actually pretty surprising for me. I really thought you would have said survival show.
If it was something more like kind of like the challenge where they took like the real world and those people like outdoors and did like battling on wood in the water, like those kind of like activities like that, I would do 100% over a dating show, and stuff where you're out in the woods and doing
Would you
challenges.
what about like a show like Wipeout? Would you ever do that?
Oh hell yeah, instantly I would do Wipeout. Like all those kind of shows, like Gladiator. I would do what's the one, the Nickelodeon one, something Temple or Hidden Temple, the
I don't remember that one.
something of the Hidden Temple. I do all of them, any of them.
I don't think I would do Wipeout. I know I wouldn't.
Would it because when you got to the big red balls, you would go flying?
Oh well, 100% that. Yeah. I had a friend that was on Wipeout, and he said that it's like so deceiving what you see on
Oh really?
TV, obviously on the camera. But he's like it's actually they're pretty terrifying. Like things are very very high that you're like jumping off of, and like it's he's like you're pretty scared the whole time you're doing it. I'm like I don't do well with fear, so
Does anybody
I
ever get
don't
hurt?
think I could do that. Oh yeah, for sure.
I bet. I mean, they do fall
I think
from.
someone like died
Oh my god,
on
that's
it
crazy.
once.
And it was Legends of the Hidden
Yeah,
Temple.
they're like hitting you hard with like the one with like the
Things that
the
pop out and stuff,
punching like
and
glove or whatever that pops out.
yeah,
Yeah. That's not easy. But
I would do those shows over a
okay.
dating show.
Oh, my next question is so fun. I can't wait for this one. Would you rather be brought back as a dog or a cat in your next life? I'm really excited for all the comments on this, for everyone in the chat to see if you'd rather be a dog or a cat in your next life. I think we all know I'm going to go with cat.
Yeah, you would be a cat for sure. I think I would want to come back as a dog for sure.
Really?
If I came back as a cat, I would want to be like one of those big Russian, Norwegian outside cats. Those long hair. I would be like a big boy.
Yeah.
Or make me a lion, like not a
Okay.
house cat.
But okay, but you're still picking a dog?
I'm gonna pick a dog. Yeah.
What if you came back as like a really tiny, like scared chihuahua?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be the scared chihuahua. I would be the chihuahua that attacks everything.
Oh, that would be your personality. That's
Yeah.
true.
I'd be like, I'm bigger than everybody. That's what I would do.
Okay, well,
What kind of cat
yeah,
would you come back
I'm
as?
gonna go with a cat. Ooh, yeah, probably like a Maine Coon. I love those,
Yeah.
and they're just so chill, and they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah. Be a big girl.
I feel like they can be outside. They can be okay. The fuck? That's the opposite of what you should ever say to anyone, let alone me. Do you know me?
You said Maine Coon.
I can.
You said a Maine
I
Coon.
mean, just because of like how they are.
I think of those like
Jesus
Disney shows,
Christ.
like those Disney shows where it's like this big ass cat girl walking like I'm a boss. I'm a big girl. Like that's what I think of like a female Maine Coon. They're huge.
Okay, I
And
hate that now.
if I had a female Maine Coon, I'd be like, get over here, you big girl. Like that's what went to my head. But
Okay, so I take back Maine Coon. I don't ever want anyone to call me that. So well, I'll come back to you with that one. I'll figure it out.
they're big.
Okay.
They're huge.
Okay.
Big girl.
You're never recovering from that.
All right, what's this last one?
That was the last question.
I know. So
Now it's our audience question.
exactly. I feel like I are the same answer no matter where I go in my life. So from our audience question, it is: if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? I think Costa Rica. That's my spot. That's where I want to be.
Really?
On the beach.
I think I'd pick Hawaii.
In a Speedo.
Okay.
See, I knew it was going to be
That
Hawaii.
was not part of the question.
Which part of Hawaii would you stay in?
Well, I've only been to Maui on Kaanapali Beach, so that's where I want to be.
Nice. Katie said Seattle. Gross. Ugh.
I actually don't think I knew that about Katie.
We've got a lot of Hawaiis. Who would want to live in Seattle?
So the thing about Hawaii is like I love Hawaii so much, but like I also I don't. That would be if I didn't live in LA, obviously. If that's like not where. In real life, LA is where I want to be. Yeah. So I'm like happy I'm here because like that's all the realistic things. So I'm like Hawaii's too far. Being on an island permanently kind of freaks me out, like so far away. So I'm like, realistically, I'm living right where I want to live. But if I had to pick someone else, it'd probably be
kind of same. I love Hawaii. Colorado. Colorado's the best.
Yeah. Well, but you are moving to LA soon, so.
Yeah. I really want to know why Katie wants to move to Seattle so bad. I want to know what Seattle has to offer somebody besides the movie Twilight.
It's a great movie.
It is a good movie. I mean, I don't think I'd want gloomy clouds all day.
What's wrong with a gloomy cloud?
Once in a while, but I mean, the fact that it's like mostly cloudy and gloomy in Seattle for like the majority of the year.
But like Seattle's like a like big city that people really love.
I know. I'm asking.
I can understand it.
Nobody's told me what is so great about Seattle yet. They're just naming a bunch of random things like Sleepless in Seattle. Okay, we got seafood and culture.
Fritz said the seafood culture, yeah.
Fashion? Do they have fashion in Seattle? I feel like Techno's just throwing random. I mean, the only fashion I see in Seattle are like potato bags over the homeless people.
Katie. That is so true. I am very surprised that you're going after this like Seattle thing. Like you're upset.
I just don't. I've never been interested in Seattle. I haven't like.
Oh.
I'm just. There's nothing that is
well, good thing that's not your place you want to live then.
I'm just saying, if somebody could be like, yo, like this is what's like Fritz is doing a good job. He's saying like seafood, this and that, you know. But I just like I don't want to live in a really.
This wasn't your answer. Like Katie can have her answer and you can have yours and I can have mine and everyone can have their own. Why are you going after it?
I'm just saying, like, if somebody was like, here's a really nice, beautiful house, here's a really nice cottage, here's a trash can. Like, why would you pick a trash can to go live in? Like, that's all I'm saying is like, why are we picking the trash can in Seattle?
You're saying Seattle is a trash can? Out of all the other like random places in the country that she could live, You
I,
think Seattle's that terrible?
that's how I see Seattle. But if somebody could change my mind, I'm open to it. But I don't.
The
Seattle's not on the
this is
list.
just like this audience question
I mean,
went
don't get offended. That's
just
just. I mean, that's just.
away.
That's just how I am about Seattle. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, okay. I
No,
mean, I didn't know we were like deep diving into the answers of people. Who else picks a city? Let's hear it. Rada's gonna give you all his opinions about it.
there's a couple of them out there. And no, I have not been to Seattle. No. With
Oh my god, you've not been to Seattle?
I don't have a
You
desire.
cannot talk trash on it.
Why not?
Okay, well, you can't like die on this hill that you hate it if you've never been.
I mean, the only thing I've gotten so far is fashion and seafood.
Okay. Fashion was a joke.
Detroit is
First of
definitely
all,
another
did I turn this
place
off?
that I'm
What are you
not
doing?
interested in ever going to.
I mean, it's funny because those are very different, but here's the thing. I agree. I would not have an interest in going in Detroit, but I'm not gonna if someone said Detroit, I'm not gonna trash talk their choice.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Katie's speaking of my laughter tone. I don't know what other tone she's going to get. I'm just being direct. Seattle is ugh, ugh,
That's what she's talking about.
ugh.
I don't think she's talking about I don't think it's tone is the right word. It's I mean, I guess in a way. It's just the way you're responding to her.
What's the coolest thing to do in Seattle? Like, what is Seattle known for? Is there anything?
I've been to Seattle I think one time. I'm not the person to ask these things.
I mean, the
Sounds like
forests
Fitz
are
knows a lot
probably
about Seattle.
like Washington and Oregon. I know have like some of the craziest ass forests around. Like that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
What's Pike Place Palette or whoa
Oh
Pike Place
yeah.
Market? What is that?
Pike Place Market. You've never. How can you say you hate Seattle and you don't know Pike Place Market?
Yeah, explain it.
That is like a famous market there.
Tell me about it.
It's just like a famous big like outdoor like market. Yeah.
Okay. It has Starbucks there. Okay.
Here, let me show you. Starbucks
Oh,
originated
is
in
it like
Seattle.
that's
Silly
I
goose.
see. Okay, throw the salmon around and stuff. I've seen that stuff.
I'm
Does
showing
it smell
you.
like fish everywhere?
You've seen this sign. You've had to have seen this
Maybe.
sign. Look at. It's like a giant. I'm gonna send this to you on Instagram, right?
Yeah. Fine, guys.
I'm like just sending you
How
the.
many people live in Seattle? Probably a ton of people.
Probably a lot. It's a great city.
So we know that Fritz really likes Seattle, and so does Katie.
And you know what's the craziest thing is you
Well,
like Fritz and Katie. So
of course I like them.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Famous clam chowder.
What?
I thought
What did
Maine
you say
had
was
like the best clam chowder. Oh, first Starbucks was there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never been to Seattle. I haven't had the urge to go.
Okay, well.
You know what's funny? I'm over here trying to click these pictures, but you just took a screenshot.
Oh yeah, I just took a screenshot, you silly goose, to show you like the different. But you recognize it, right?
Yeah, I recognize the farmers market. Yeah.
Okay. Well, geez Louise, I don't. And then guys, you can email us your questions, so
Ew, the gum wall.
Rado can tell you how he feels. Don't forget. Now we're not going to get any questions.
We'll get tons of questions.
I'll answer your questions. No, people are too scared to ask now when you
should we
destroy other people's answers.
Should we do like a poll on like I don't know, live somewhere for how many people like Seattle and how many people don't?
You're saying like in this chat right now?
I mean, we could do it in this chat, but I was thinking more like when we post videos, like a TikTok, see how many people.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you can post, you can tell people to comment if they like Seattle or don't like Seattle, I guess. I mean, but it's, yeah, I don't think it's It's not that
I'm
crazy
not
to
saying
say that
it's got
you
to be
like Seattle.
5 a day. I have a hard enough time getting enough
Oh,
content for 3 a
hi.
day. I need like 2 hours of
I
content.
know.
I'm
I
going to make it a
know.
thing. I'm going to see how many people, and I'm not doing it to be right. I'm genuinely curious what the odds in favor
I
of
just
people that like Seattle and people that don't. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just
I just don't
curious.
know why you're such a hater about it.
I have my
Like
reasons.
it's not that
Well,
serious. That's so true though. Lady makes the biggest point. You've never been to be
you're right.
hating on it so much.
No, I have been there. Again, I've never
You
had an
can
urge
say
to go
that
digging
you
in a
can
dumpster
be
either, so I don't do that.
okay. I we need to end this episode before we lose our producer
the entire
over
the entire
you.
city of Seattle is going to come for me. You guys can go after Colorado. I'm like Katie. Your opinion doesn't matter to me because I like Colorado, but you know what I mean?
Your opinion doesn't matter to Are you good?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just stating my facts, but it's not going to be all butthurt because people don't like Colorado.
I know, but the way you're saying things, like that is your friend. You should like obviously not saying if Katie says, "Oh, I hate Colorado," you're not going to change your mind, but like her opinion should matter and
Her
people's
opinion is
your
fine.
friends' opinions matter.
I didn't say they didn't
That's
matter.
true. Katie said there aren't facts.
Right.
You did. You said
I,
you said her opinion
I
doesn't
said
matter.
my
You literally
opinion.
said that.
I said
Oh,
my
you
opinion.
Oh, yes,
Like,
yeah, sorry. You did, but
yeah,
we were switching it
yeah.
around and then you said my opinion. So I'm saying so switch it back around and that's what you're like basically saying about Katie.
Well, I'm just saying Katie was saying that like that it's her opinion and that she's allowed to have it. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's an opinion. That's why I'm saying like what my opinion should matter to her because it's an opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like whether I hate Seattle or say whatever, like she shouldn't get offended because like she shouldn't give a shit what I think about it as long as she likes it is what I'm trying to say. So like if somebody was talking about Colorado, like I like Colorado for my reasons and that's fine. And if somebody didn't, that's all I'm saying is like don't take it
Mm-hmm.
offensively. I just don't like Seattle, don't have plans to go there.
Yeah, don't take it offensive
Yeah.
that you call it what she
Dumpster.
likes a trash can and basically tells her that it's a stupid idea to like that.
I didn't
Yeah,
say it
I
was
get
stupid. I
that.
asked her why she wanted to go to Seattle. And then I said, why would anybody want to go to Seattle?
I don't think you had to say it. I got you, Katie. Don't you worry.
Well, if anybody got offended because the one person on earth that doesn't probably like Seattle doesn't like Seattle, then I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'm probably the
That
only
was a nice
person.
ending. Okay. That was a nice ending. Thank you for that's all we needed to hear.
It's just because I'm sick. We'll leave it up to that.
Hmm.
I'm sick.
Excuses,
I'm sick, Katie.
excuses. Well, you guys, I mean, that's the end of our episode. Is Rado just being a little hater? So definitely send us your questions. And
Yes.
maybe I'll just answer next time. We'll see. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next week.